Welcome in, everybody. Tuesday's episode of Daily Bread brought to you by Pick City and the Wise Guys Diamond Club coming at you for a nice, quick episode for the college basketball slate of the night and the NBA. Last night's NFL game might be something to completely forget if you ended up watching that one, and then the college basketball slate ended up being as gross as it was. But the NBA, where there was plenty of plays, Sosa hit a nice little ladder last night, so you got your week bankroll started, ready to go, and that's why you're back here to see what we're playing tonight, because it's Daily Bread, the best show each day on YouTube with Sosa and Rex, live on the Daily Bread Media Twitter page. Jump over to there. We'll monitor your comments, but jump over to YouTube if you want to be like these guys who have been chilling in the waiting room, in the lobby. When you sub to us, you get first priority and basically won't miss a single minute. So make sure to give us that like, give us that subscribe. Coming at you live at 4 on Tuesday. Sosa, how you doing today?
Well, you already know, man. I'm feeling like $1,000,000. Been an interesting day, but nothing stops this ship ever. We keep moving, we keep rolling. Trying to capitalize on another, insane night. A good night in the great night at the Diamond Club, great night publicly for the free. Just happy that happy that we got the week started. Football was good. I'm not a complainer. We win way more than we lose, and sometimes a loss puts you right where you need to be, right? So I expect plenty of big money loving today. Still waiting for a public apology for that. Fuck you, David. Hey, what's good, Rory? Damien, what's good, bro? What's the deal?
So I think Goose said it, and it was brought up on our show yesterday. Texas Southern wins outright at Florida, plus 24.5 point dog.
Unbelievable, bro. And they won outright. Like I shout
Like
out to
start to finish win as well. It just wasn't something fluky at the end. That was fucking nuts.
absolutely, bro. It's shit's crazy. Um, yeah, Florida basketball probably a down year for them this year.
They were
Probably a
supposed to be
down
up. It
year.
was the first time Mike White ever beat Leonard Williams in his or Leonard Hamilton in his career. Got the big dub this year in the rivalry, and then got clomped at OU. Lose to Texas Southern. It is what it is for the Gators.
Absolutely,
I don't know if
man.
it was a mob game, man. It's college basketball. You see teams going to Duke and win. You see not often, but who was it? Stephen F. Austin went in the other time. The Lumberjacks went in and got a dub there. It happens.
Yeah, the shit happens, man. Especially early in the season. You saw it last year. Remember when Wofford beat North Carolina? It happens. It happens in this time of the year. Not as obviously not as at a high clip, but it happens. It's just part of how the game goes, man. We've got about 50 people tuned in on Daily Bread Twitter page. If you guys want, make sure you come on over to the YouTube page if you want your comments and questions shared. We don't really check too many of the comments on there. I do have it locked in though, so I do have it up and running in the event that you guys do have questions. But yeah, it was just very odd seeing. It's just odd seeing a team in Florida lose to that particular type of competition early in the year.
Yeah, of
Um,
course we've seen that Sixers game. That first half ended up cashing, thankfully, because we told you. That's what I said. I said just lock in the third quarter bet as well. And the fucking Hornets were 2.5 point dogs for the third quarter line, even at halftime. So that's kind of where we didn't do the double down. We just did the first half bet. But if you ended up listening to that, it was nice and solid. So let's just get right in to our NBA plays of the day. We just got a hoops centric episode. So it's going to be quick, clean, in and out 30. If you're joining in late and not live with us, we'll probably be done in 10 to 15 minutes. So, Sosa, where are we starting off in the association tonight?
Sure.
Wait, before we go there, do you like when people call it the association?
Yeah, I mean, you get used to it. It's just
No one calls the NFL the league.
yeah, but it's not enough brothers in there making rules, so the association fits.
I like it. Sometimes it seems corny when people say it, but when you put it in well, I like it.
Absolutely, absolutely. First play, I'm going straight to the Brooklyn versus Mavericks game. The game's at Dallas. The guy I'm targeting here is Kevin Durant over 27.5. I like him to get a 30 piece, 27.5 at minus 115. 30 plus at plus 126. I love both. I think he goes crazy. Hey, you heard that? You heard that? No Good Fresh? I did too. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's a family friendly situation going on over here.
I don't even know what I said.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're past that now. We're past that. But yeah, I like KD to get 30 tonight. And then obviously I like Luka to get a double-double, and I like James Harden to get a double-double. If you can get them both on a card, it gets you to plus money. It's not a bad play. I'm also the thing is I want to go with James Harden's assist, but I think this game could trend into being a bad game for Dallas just based on the returning of your star to the lineup theory. It's kind of difficult to touch. And yeah, that's all I got for that one. In regards to the Knicks versus the Spurs, I'm taking the Knicks first half. I expect them to play a better first half today.
Did you see what John Law said? He wants to combine the Knicks and Sixers for a team. Nah, we're good.
No, we're good. Thanks, though, bro. Appreciate you. Psych. Knicks first half money line minus 115. Knicks first half spread. It's a pick 'em minus 104. Both hold value. Both are my choice. Spurs coming off of L last night on the road. I'm rocking with the Knicks tonight to give them some issues. Knicks rested at the crib. I like the 10 rebounds. I like his 6 assists too. I think Randall could get both. It's a Knicks night, man. That's just where I'm at with it. I'm heavy on the Knicks. I might run with the Knicks trifecta tonight. I don't like this San Antonio team. I don't think this San Antonio team is trying to win. They beat the Warriors the other night, but I mean, Popovich always does that, right? He always figures out a way to pull one out against a team he has no business beating. He's done it forever.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm on the Knicks tonight. I think I think the trifecta might be the play, to be totally honest with you. And then we go, and then the last game, obviously, of the night, Boston versus LA. I think I'm rocking with I think I want to rock with AD. I think the 22.5 is a nice look. But the play that I'm going to go with, that I'm going to give to the people, is Al Horford over 3.5 assists at plus 132. That's my play. It's a little bit, it's not your usual suspect, not usually what you would think of, but over 3.5 assists. Al Horford, I like the money. I like the number at plus 132.
Going into your bag for that one. That's all I have to say about that.
That's the play I'm on. That's the play I'm on in this one. I'm not touching no Russ prop, not touching no old AD prop. Might throw something out there with Spin Doctor later, but no, sir. Not getting any of my money, sir. Not those Lakers. No, sir.
That's all you got for tonight?
Yeah, that's all I got for the NBA. It's 3 games. Don't go out here chasing bread. That's really it. Don't overextend yourself betting on bad teams. All of these teams have been pretty bad. You know what I mean? Like let's be honest here. The Lakers bad. The Celtics bad. San Antonio Spurs bad. The Knicks worse than last year. Dallas Mavericks bad. Nets they've been okay.
He hit it. He's back.
Hey, look at your boy. He definitely shout out to what was that? What league soccer was that?
It was basketball. It's Qatar Basketball League.
Qatar Basketball League. We got people
the QBL
picks from those leagues. I didn't say bad for the Knicks, but not as good as last year. Last year they were good and they raised a lot of eyebrows and they turned some heads, but I don't want to say it's regression, but damn, y'all do not look anywhere near as good as last year. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
sir.
That's all. That's all. That's all. Um, but yeah, I can't really be out here lying to y'all and telling y'all to go crazy on the NBA today. I mean, it's 3 fucking games. All right. Nights like this show your level of degeneracy. They do.
Yeah, like me
You wanna,
last night in college hoops.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Just chill out. You know what I mean, smoke some weed, hang out with your girl, you know what I'm saying? Make some content. You know, man, whether it's with your girl or with the people you do
All right,
YouTube
yeah.
with,
Now you're getting worse than me.
shit like that, man. That's all. That's all. That's all. The Sixers been sorry as fuck too. It's crazy out here. You know what, Cliff? Fuck off. Thanks, buddy. You have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. San Jose ain't even want to play last night, man. Bro, they really didn't want to play last night, dog. They really
Nah,
didn't.
they're just like we should have been just chilling.
They just laid down, bro. They just laid down. I couldn't believe that. I was like, what the fuck? We bet the Pirates team total. Thinking, no, is it 1.5? I'll do it then. I'll take them to score 2 runs, but that's about it, max. Next year's always next year. Oh man, but yeah, let's get
Off the
into
rails quick there, man.
let's get into the important part of the show. The reason why people really show up for college basketball. Yesterday had a
Yeah,
couple
not
of
the plus 625 play you gave out last night or plus 650.
those are all luck, man. Like you might as well just go to the fucking slot machine. Anybody can do that.
All right, tonight's college hoop slate. You got a lot. Sosa and I were supposed to come to a game, but he brought up some bullshit excuses as to why he can't roll up to the Mecca to watch Tennessee versus Texas Tech and Villanova versus Syracuse. We had 2 tickets with his name on it, and he's like, nah, don't want to get my ass out of Philly to go to the game tonight.
It's actually exactly how it went. He's not lying. It went exactly like that. It's exactly how it went.
Feels like a Friday show. We're off the rails, and it's only Tuesday.
No good Fresco ask you, nigga, I'll never bet a team total on Kentucky ever again, dog. Fuck no. We did that twice on this show, and Kentucky fucked us. I'm cool.
Yeah, I had that full game over there, so I can technically blame a second team, and it's funny that No Good Fresh dropped that. Then Southern came in after. Goose, I mean, I would ride with the plus 30 here. That's all I would say. Kentucky on the early games against the little guys, they kind of tend to disappear with 10 minutes left in the game.
I would not bet it.
Tickets are extremely cheap right now, John Law. You can sit bottom level for like $100. That usually doesn't happen.
Damn, man. It'd be like that sometimes, though.
Nice little upset alert, I think you got going tonight that not many people could see. James Madison at home hosting UVA. Potential UVA goes down tonight.
Bro, I swear to you, I was on the phone with Spin Doctor maybe an hour ago, and his exact words were, I want to take James Madison. I really want to take JMU tonight.
I don't have any official money, but like that's kind of where when there's a big slates like this, the lines are much softer. And that's where I thought one of them was this spot here, because you got some predictions saying UVA is going to win by 11. You have others saying it's going to be a 2-point game here. So you got a high variance one here. JMU at home could keep it close. I don't know. Not an official play. Yep, they are 4-0 ATS at home as well, but you don't really have UVA big brother coming in, or I mean they're like 5 times little brother there.
You already know. So who we rocking with? Who we rocking with for tonight? Who you rocking with?
Well, I had plays ready for the MSG games because I thought we were going. All right, I'm done now. We're gonna take Texas Tech.
My girl's watching the show like Rexton asshole.
Yes, it's an official lean, John Law. You know the leans are undefeated in their history, so just put bet the 401k on that one. No,
Yeah.
Texas Tech.
We've never lost a lean ever.
We're going +4, -110 here, going on against Tennessee. What used to be, and people would think would be a slow game, Tennessee's actually starting to pick up the momentum a little bit, and Texas Tech, they burned us last week because their entire team got into foul trouble. Tonight's the night to see if they can hang with Tennessee, because if they're going to foul the shit out of Providence and they're ranking in the bottom 50 rate of it, you're in MSG. Big lights are on there. Hopefully they don't get foul happy, because Terrence Shannon Jr., when he was able to get rolling, I mean, you saw him pulling up from the logo and he switched it to potentially like close to the buzzer to get it back in there. Two completely even teams here. Tennessee's off defense is probably the most and the strongest factor, but Texas Tech +4, -110. They're going to eat on the offensive boards tonight. And Tennessee, they haven't been drawing fouls whatsoever as well. That's the biggest thing, that if Texas Tech truly goes back into their hack of whatever they did against Providence, then we might bury them for the rest of the season.
I'm fully aligned on that one with you. Fully, yeah, 100%.
Barry, I'll get to that one in a minute because I definitely have thoughts on that one. Let's stick at MSG for the 9:30 game tonight. Villanova, Syracuse. Nova is currently laying is it still? Yep, 8.5 total at 146 here. Do you got any thoughts on this one before I give the breakdown?
Not really, no. No, I got no. Like I said, man, I'm from first college basketball. I have no real thoughts.
I know you've been watching Cuse and Nova though, so that's kind of where
As far as
the
as far as
zone.
as far as Cuse and Nova should no. First off, if I'm going to play anything, it'll be the under. That'd be the only look that I'd have in the game. I think that Villanova has shown us that they play a slow style of basketball by design, um, and that that's the biggest thing. It's clearly by design, and
I mean, with zones and with Syracuse, I think this isn't a recipe of disaster for Syracuse, but I think it potentially is here. Nova, even with their competition, they're shooting 42% for deep so far in the season. And that's exactly what you need to do against the zone. And then with any bit type of a zone, you know how Jay Wright with that slow offense, they're going to penetrate and get into the middle of that. When you're getting into the middle of the Syracuse zone, they're one of the worst teams. Teams are shooting 53% from 2-point field goals against them. And sure, Nova doesn't have the big guys, but they have the guys that can hit the mid-range game, even though Nova's more about going to the basket and the threes here. I do think this one could get extremely ugly here. I just hate betting against Buddy in primetime games. It always seems like he puts up 27. Anytime he's on big ESPN, he gets the lights. Buddy
fuck
always shows
Buddy
up.
and fuck his brother.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say it nicely. I don't really think that's an issue tonight. I think I like I think it's cool that Boeheim gets to have both his kids at the both his kids at the school on it. And I know, right, but this ain't a postseason tournament. This is playing against Jay Wright. Jay Wright will have these boys ready to go. I think Jay Wright smokes these kids, to be totally honest with you. This ain't Indiana. Their coach could have incompetent moments. I like Mike Woodson, but John Law, you know who Mike Woodson is. Exactly.
Man, he wasn't asking for the smoke, and he just gave it to
Hey
him
man, listen,
real
man,
quick there.
I hear you. I fuck with Buddy, and I fuck with his brother. I'm happy. I'm happy. Listen, at this point, it's just icing on the cake. Like you got Boeheim's happy as shit, right? He don't really got to do nothing else. He gets to coach his son and sons, and when they're done, he can just roll into oblivion. Like that's what I think. That's the whole plan, right? Once they let the coach leave from Syracuse to go coach. What was my man who his lead assistant that left? The name evades me at the moment, but when his lead assistant left, I mean, that should tell you everything you needed to know. Boeheim's hanging on. He's happy to see both his boys go out, and that's just how it is.
Yep. So in this game, I don't have any official play, but I definitely think there will be an official play in the Wise Guys live for this one. I think this is a great game to target live. And if you just take from the words that I was saying which way I'm going to be targeting live, it's not that hard to tell. They just get to know when to fire.
Exactly.
Second game we got for tonight. This is one that I'm going against the numbers in all points here. It's fishy as hell, and we're taking the home dog here. We're backing Winthrop money line plus 110 tonight. The Furman Paladins are coming in, and Furman, they take down the big boys, 6-2 on the season. You got Winthrop sitting at 4-4 here. No one's probably going to be watching this game, even if you lock it in. I think it's two mid-major teams, but my biggest factor here is you have 50% of the bets on each side of it, and only 7% of the cash is on Furman at this current moment. So this is where, in a true toss-up game, I have both of these teams at each other, and I already liked Winthrop to begin with. With that extra pace and style that they have, I'll get Furman out of there. So we'll be rocking the Winthrop money line plus 110.
Yes, sir.
Total, definitely over in this one.
Yeah, the over for sure. They absolutely 100%.
All right. What other big games do we got here tonight? Yeah, let's get to Barry. Sorry, I forgot you dropped a question earlier. Thoughts on Michigan versus Nebraska?
I have none. If Michigan should beat the shit out of them, but Michigan has
These teams have this, or they don't have the same record. One's 5-3, one's 5-4 in the season. They're ranked drastically different to begin with. Michigan had their bounce back spot covered against San Diego State on CBS on Saturday, I believe they had. So now they're going to at Nebraska ball. That's looking a little bit rejuvenated, just basically because a lot of the people left from last season. Sketchy spot. What's the line still sitting at here? This is where I want to say lay it with Michigan, but 6.5 on the road. I can't feel confident to say for you to bet that one. Where's D-Rocket's comment? He said stay away. I think that's a good way to approach this one as well. Player props were in the first 5 minutes. Sorry about that. If you missed that, just scroll back. Musa most likely out with an illness as well, which is if you saw him, hits most of their shots. You like St. Louis to beat Belmont? I do too. I think Belmont or Belmont are big frauds.
Likewise, I'm right there with you. I'm actually looking at the two. I think the 2.5 is. I think St. Louis handles business.
Texas neutral court game. Don't really have a strong feel to that over. Projections say it should go over by about 3 points, but college kids in MSG, you never know. Both of them did go over at the Champion Classic or whatever it was to start. So if that means anything to you there. So we got 2 plays locked in so far. Texas Tech +4, Winthrop money line, and then the third and final play of the night. I know Spin has a play on that one, so I can't give that one out. I do agree with him there. What are you thinking it's going to be? Take a guess. How?
It's too many games. It's too many.
We're going back to our cash cow from the first 2 games of the season here. They started the season 6-0 to the overs. Finally dropped one. I was waiting for that spot to finally drop so that we could get back on it because I didn't want to ride the hot streak, something that you should usually do in college hoops here. But I like this as this Duquesne team is pretty god-awful here. And DePaul, if you haven't been watching DePaul and you're missing Javon Freeman Liberty play, I mean, if DePaul ends 6 games or 7 games over 500, there's a chance he could be like finishing 6th or 7th for the Wood and Warner list here. This team has just been hitting points over. They're averaging over 80 points a game here. You can target DePaul's team total if you want to be a little bit safer here, but the over 142 minus 110 is the way we're going at it. And Duquesne, they've been hanging in their past 4 or 5 games after starting off the season late, getting into a lot of foul time there, like both teams to crack 70.
I'm right there with you. Toledo and Oakland. Oakland's been good money, man, so far to start the year. Shout out to
The
Picard.
Campy crew.
That's his school. You know. But
about to say that's going to wrap us up for today. There's definitely should be a lot more plays today, but we're going to keep it at the 3 plays for college hoops on Daily Bread.
3 for the NBA. Appreciate you all. Right back at it tomorrow.
Until then, give us a like, give us a subscribe. We appreciate all you guys. We'll catch you on the flip.